Excuse me?
Canada asked that his review be suspended.
10:45, he announced.
Where's no application for the next?
I don't know what you want me to do about the headline that just came off Fox News. Good morning.
Looks like you're being lazy today.
It's just kind of that mood there, Hunter.
Not a kid. Can I be in
It
that
has
mood?
to happen once every 14 or 15 years or so.
Can I be in that mood?
No, I even snoozed, and I never snooze.
Oh, you rearranged the table for us.
A little bit. Are we supposed to use that?
It
I said we
might be in your best interest.
Have you seen this where the numbers on a tire tell you the tire's age? Is there reality to that?
Yeah, because they have serial numbers on them.
No, not the serial number. They're saying there's another number on them.
Well, depending on what brand you buy, some of them will give you the date of manufacture.
I'm just
There's
Where are we pushing that?
Are we gonna move the tables?
What are you doing?
My stuff is there for a reason, so.
So I can't sit here? Right now.
Haley, no.
Figure it out.
I have time. Mr. Steiner, I didn't get anything done last night. Beer died, and I kinda forgot about it.
There's this thing that they invented quite a while ago. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. It starts with an E. Is it city at the end? Electricity. No, it's electricity.
Not, yeah. Alright, well, my computer died.
Right,
And
kiddo.
then I tried to plug it in, but we have like two different chargers at our house. And one's plugged in and one's not, and I've never gotten around to actually like taking out the one that's not, and I plugged into the one that was not plugged in. So my computer didn't charge at all last night, and I forgot.
You know that kind of falls on deaf ears, right?
Why are
People, do not
I
sit
hear
on
you
the end of the lab tables.
What?
End of the lab tables creates a traffic jam. Do not sit on it.
That's Paige you're picking on.
Come on, I just walked
Well,
in
there's
the
two
door.
people sitting at the table. They're both at the end, so you can't get around them.
That's true.
I just walked in the door.
Big Schneider.
Hey, Alex.
I went and I modified my Superman, and I went to Edmodo, and there's no spot to turn it in.
You should be able to just reply right to it and add your reply.
in, why
And the reply is what our, I emailed Miss Keller and asked her that.
I may have forgotten to turn that in.
May have?
I did turn that in because I talked to her because I didn't think I could.
Hi.
I talked to you, see if the spot was open, and you told me to put it in.
Mr. Schneider, I'm leaving at 11:30 though.
Why? Oh, you're gonna go serve, poor people.
Homeless people.
Homeless?
I think they're homeless.
Where at?
They may or may not be homeless.
I'm going there.
There's
Whatever, it's a good deed.
The after-school program just served, turkey dinner to, the apartment building here down south. But their whole goal was to, serve homeless people, but they didn't know that we didn't have homeless people here in Armour, so they wanted to go to Mitchell to get a couple and bring it back to Armour so they could serve them Thanksgiving dinner.
Makes sense.
Isn't that cute?
Genius. Bring
I
them
think
back
that's,
here.
I think that's adorable.
Three of you are in the right place.
Uh-oh.
Computer.
Computer, Jamin. Get your computer out and open. Go to Edmodo.
You still don't know the password.
No. The design cycle is on the wall, in the front of the room, right underneath the board, right in front of the desk. Been there all year. Been there for like 3 years,
What?
maybe 4.
Days?
I hate it when you realize that when it's too late.
Chill. No, I was there for a reason.
Oh, right there.
Too late.
The beginning of the design cycle, you need to,
Brainstorm.
what are you brainstorming about?
You did that already.
Ooh.
Oh, that was about meiosis mitosis.
No, it wasn't.
Oh.
We have not touched anything called meiosis.
Ever.
I was waiting for that one.
Meiosis
Thank
and
you.
mitosis,
There you
better.
go.
Your toast is?
Your toast is?
It does not sound
Toast is what?
toast is.
Alright, keep going.
In order to brainstorm, you have to do something first.
Sleep.
Know what you're gonna brainstorm about.
Ah, yeah. You need to have a problem. Your problem today is,
Onions.
kind of,
Onions and onions.
have you looked at the assignment?
No.
Yeah,
No.
it's right there.
What do you suppose you're gonna have to do?
Stain an
Read.
onion on a slide.
Somebody read the title.
Onion stain lab.
Onions.
What do you suppose you're gonna have to do with the onions?
Stain them.
You almost
Stain them?
didn't read that right.
That's
Right.
on the slide.
Staining onions, cell sides, lab.
Oh my god, so you're gonna have to stain onions and
Look at that.
Look
Yeah,
at it.
through a microscope.
make slides so that you can look at
So do
the
you.
Stained onions
cells.
through a microscope. Yeah, you do.
Now wait a second,
Hang on, can I do this part?
can I pick it up
Yeah,
first?
you can.
How come I had to put that in that order?
Interesting.
Why can't you read that title and do that?
Because we're not smart.
Now
Did you
pick-
try
now pick
to
up.
figure out what am I gonna have to do?
Yeah.
Or did you just read it and then wait for me to tell you?
Now can I pick on it?
No.
Taylor, what are the stages of mitosis? In order.
Either prophase or metaphase.
That's already wrong.
Last one is telophase.
Well, you're 50% right.
Prophase.
If you only had an acronym to remember it.
Prophase, anaphase.
No, it's
metaphase,
interphase.
Interface.
Interphase.
Interphase, metaphase.
No, it's IPPMAT. That's the order.
Metaphase is in the middle, bud.
Yeah,
Oh,
IPPMAT. I memorized IPMAT.
Interface.
Oh yeah, right there.
That's depressing.
Does that help you now?
Yeah.
I thought there was two.
I
P's.
prefer major
It depends if you get one of them that says there's a
Asteroids.
prometaphase
together.
in between prophase and metaphase.
I prefer major asteroids together.
They're transitioning from one to the other. Why would you call it something different? They're transitioning. Duh.
I prefer mean, angry turtles.
I prefer massive animals together.
There you go.
So just-
Alright, I'm done picking on them. They knew that better than I thought. They surprised me already today, so
Can I be slightly inappropriate?
no, you cannot.
Do it.
Do it.
Guys, what happens in the middle of the night if you don't get quite close enough to the potty?
You pee on the mat.
I pee my mat.
And if you write it this way, the IP is actually on the mat.
Mat.
I pee on my mat.
It works. My sophomore bio teacher said that, and I remember it from 1981 or 2.
Yet, can I be slightly inappropriate? You haven't fixed the problem.
Oh.
Alright,
Which one is this?
Interface.
Prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase.
What happens here?
You can see
A
the
lot of
nucleus.
stuff. You can see the nucleus.
Wow, Trevor, real smart.
I'm getting things about what you can see, but I'm not getting what happens.
It just sits there.
Isn't there
It
like
sits there. And
gets ready,
to
initialize?
start again.
I thought you said gets ready, or gets bloody, and I was like,
Get
It
ready
gets-
to-
maybe.
It's ready to start again. Yes.
The entrance.
What happens in prophase?
Oh, they start
Starting
flying
cell
out.
wall.
You can see the
Chromosomes.
So the DNA piles up
Yeah.
because it was all spread out before?
Wait a minute,
What happens in
wait a
metaphase?
minute. They said that you can see the chromosomes.
Oh yeah, they did.
That's chromosome.
We're going there next.
Oh, you don't want to do it now?
Probably not.
Okay.
They pile up.
They separate.
No.
The
Spindle,
spiral
yeah, spindles.
Spindle fibers form, and all of the DNA, all of the little chromosomes in there do what?
They like a line
They line up where?
in the middle.
In the middle. So they pile up, they go the middle,
They attach to
Then they get
they
rid
go to
of
the
parts.
poles. Give me an A word for they go to the poles.
Arctic.
Able.
Well, they used to be in the middle and then they came
Apart.
apart. And then
They separated. into two.
There's two.
tears in two,
Oh.
right?
Yeah. Oh, is that when you make two cells?
And then it starts over.
The interface is in between cell division. The DNA piles up, goes to the middle, comes apart, tears in two,
Starts over.
and then we're in between. So the cells need to
God
rest,
bless you.
regenerate. Almost every biology teacher says in telophase, they come down here and then they tear in two. Is this the same size as this?
Oh, no.
So what happens during interphase? Not only they rest, but they grow and they get ready to divide again. The cells, the people that divide into two are bigger than normal people, right? Get what I'm saying? Pregnant ladies get huge and then they split in two? And then they're not the same size anymore? Just like these things do. So they have to get huge before they can split into two. It kind of works, okay? This is not hard, or this is super complicated, or you have that long time to go to
You
your
really
route?
dumbed it down well.
They
Yeah.
kind of have something wrong though.
They do.
They do.
What?
Chromosomes.
Oh,
Who
yeah.
said the chromosome work?
It's a good
Well, maybe we could,
Hopefully they find out.
This is a chromosome, true or false?
Sure.
Yes. Sure.
Oh, yeah.
I do.
don't know.
It's not the same color, so you gotta be all the same color.
No. Ah,
There you go.
That's a chromosome.
I have no idea.
Well, they read it out. It's a chromosome. That's
What
it
is
says.
that made a difference?
That one's a chromosome.
Yeah.
Do we know the parts?
Can I stab him?
Oh,
No.
God.
The green thing is a,
What's the green thing?
Green thing.
same name as the red thing.
That doesn't help us much.
The
A phalange. I don't know.
line segment.
Chromosome.
Centromere.
Alright, that's where we gotta go next. Look at
Chromatins.
that. Your lab has two labs in it, has two documents. I would like for you to complete them digitally and to submit them in the next hour and 20 minutes. I would like for you to figure out as much of it on your own as you can and ask questions when you need to.
I'm
What?
gonna put a disclaimer when you're done.
Like the lab name says, you're gonna end up creating slides of onions so that we can see their cells. You're gonna end up using iodine. Iodine stains permanently forever and super easily
I am wearing good clothes today.
and instantaneously. So in your directions,
We need to put on safety stuff.
and how did I write that in your directions?
PPE strictly enforced.
What is PPE?
Personal protection.
Personal protective equipment.
Purple panda excavation.
That means goggles at all times. That means lab aprons. The iodine
Yeah.
should not be running around the room.
Darn it! If I was gonna like play football with it. You know.
No.
Well, and contrary to our last experience with iodine, not to mention any names, Alex and Daniel, more is not always better.
He added more.
And
Why? Because you're better.
we started this little chat with the design cycle. Before you do anything, you should have a
Brainstorm.
plan.
Brain dump.
You should know what you're doing, when you're doing it, the amount of time it takes to get it done, and you should develop a hypothesis prior to starting.
Oh my goodness.
Digital.
What? Page?
My bio.
Do, which one are we supposed to do first? The-
Both.
which
Both.
document? Yeah, it's only one answer for that. It
Yes.
says, which one are we supposed to do first?
And I said both.
Oh, here we go.
I put them
Are you
in,
in Edmodo,
I put them in order on purpose.
Not you, Jamin. Are you in
I put them in
Edmodo?
order on purpose.
Go. I'll help you save stuff.
Wait, so which one do we do first?
Both.
Even
What
Schneider
about the
says
same
you're
time?
on
Yeah.
top.
If you read them, one of them tells you you have to make a slide of an onion cell, and the next one says you have to use a slide of an onion cell. If you're reading one that says you don't have to make it, that ain't the right one to read first.
Mr. Schneider, when you say digital, do you want us to like,
Use your computer.
fill this out?
Probably start typing in there.
You guys download it,
Kill me, Paul.
and then you have.
Young people, I went through this with my Mount Vernon kids the other day too. If you're bringing something down from Edmodo, just right click on the blasted file and say target as. You're adding steps to your life that don't need to be added.
Okay.
Alright,
Where's this at?
And desktop.
Oh.
saved link as?
Save.
You can follow directions, people. Make me some slides, take me some pictures of the slides.
Document, you're
pictures
gonna
of the
need
cell.
your lab notebooks as well.
Ah, suckers, I figured it out.
Figure what out, Paige?
Guys all how to write it.
My grandfather brick.
You have to go.
I definitely didn't do that right. Who was that?
Jorge.
Did I go get mine? I'll be back soon. There.
You're not used to that yet?
No, I saved it. It's under Adobe Acrobat.
Oh, yeah, that's just a PDF.
See, Eric, now you don't know how to.
Mrs. Schneider.
Can you be quiet?
Hazel said she got it all figured out.
Hey, Mr. Schneider.
Download it.
Mr. Schneider, I have a question.
2 seconds.
It won't let me.
Now it's frozen.
Let's put you today.
Now what? Frozen.
Yeah, that's,
You don't say.
Can I grab one?
talk nicely to it.
Can I grab one?
This isn't even working.
Why is mine saved as PDF?
What?
Young people, those of you who are in your
I'm just
PDF
gonna go to
writer,
Edmodo.
if you're saying that you can't get yourself to write in there, you need to try something differently. You've done it for my class already. So plain helpless doesn't work with computer programs, you know that.
Say it.
It won't even let me stay here.
No,
Paige,
if
don't
they
go
open
in.
it from the file, it opens right up into it.
It won't even let me.
Did you get it,
Yes,
people?
Go back and open it up again.
There we go.
Shut this.
Guys, just click edit PDF.
Crazy.
Oh, 3 out of 20. Open up the file.
Oh, yeah, that's.
I can fix
you're-
that.
you're looking at it on the web.
Open
Yeah.
up the file. No.
No,
You saved it.
Yeah.
Go to
Can
where
you be
you saved
quiet?
it. Open up
Shut
the
up.
file.
Oh.
Oh, open with Word.
No.
That is amusing.
Or on the right, you
Right.
have edit PDFs. You should click through everything without reading stuff. Hit the word. Edit.
Well, I can't see it. Someone's over right there
Now you've got
blocking
lots.
it.
Okay, what do I do now?
Oh, that's.
Hey, just do the one.
Learn more. You don't want to learn more. Go fill it. That's
What
right.
do I do?
Fill it.
So did you save it as? Right click, save link as?
She's been
You got an eyebar and she can type crap.
Yeah. I
there.
already
Young
have
people,
one.
you know you have to hit
Go
fill and
open it.
sign.
I
just found nothing else. I know.
What does it mean when it says read dragonfly?
You right here?
Oh, don't worry about it.
You gotta go down. Go down. Yeah, and open it from wherever you say carry.
You do not have to read Dragonfly. Okay. You should have taken that
No.
out. and did. Sorry. That's okay.
Edit PDF.
Not a big deal.
That was good.
Oh, and.
You also don't have to worry about lab credits.
They're black.
What's the date today? Yeah, it's dark chocolate.
What is it?
Mr. Schneider, my dad would like high five you right now, so I get very proud.
Where'd you find lab credits?
Just look on the bottom of your
The six.
Top, way top.
What's the lab date?
Like November sixth.
What days?
In their school, they have to do so many labs and get so many credits before they can pass their
So
biology lab.
October or 6 November.
Say 6.
What
Give us
section-
a-
what section would you call this?
What section?
You don't need a lab section, young people. If you're gonna
You
get
want
hung
the
up
full
on lab
15
section.
or-
I didn't create this, I found it. There's a couple of things that we don't need to worry about.
I'm gonna stick you with Paige and Trevor.
I don't know what to
Credit
do.
your source.
Daniel.
Who said I'm with Trevor?
We have to do
Uh-huh.
If Trevor's leaving, but you two have to figure out what you're doing.
You should be able to, but you can do that anytime. Should you do that during class time?
Wait, so.
No. You should not convert microns.
We don't need to convert the microns.
So
You
why
should
was
do
I
that on
doing
your
that?
time, you should not do that during class time, because during class time, you should be looking at onion parts.
Onion wet mount.
There's three.
There you go.
What are microns?
So do we just
Sir,
go
when you fill out on the pre-lab,
get a clean glass sliding cover slip?
And I would bet you that those clean glass slides in that box probably aren't real clean.
So we have to
serialize
actually
these
clean
here.
them.
Mr.
You
Schneider,
might
it
wanna
seems like
think.
they're asking an awful lot of questions
I
after
know.
they read things about, is this what we actually have to do? And they're not gaining that confidence that we really, really want them to have.
Schneider, stop giving him ideas on how to
Maybe, let me help.
download it.
I don't like it when you
Go around behind the kids.
You guys are like this. I love seeing you guys work together. It's so
Paige, we're watching.
Paige, they know where you sleep.
I don't. I know where she lives.
They don't know where I live. I'm in the
I
middle
can
of
tell you
nowhere.
where she sleeps. No, you're not supposed to start yet. You're not supposed to start yet?
But you can start anytime you're ready to start.
You're not ready to start. You
Make
didn't
sure that you understand what you're doing.
Did you read and follow directions?
Like,
I
did you
guess,
have,
yeah.
That's the only question I have
Did you plan
for you.
later?
If you read and followed
Get your
directions,
lab
go for
notebook.
I'm both.
Is it out there?
And don't forget the direction that's in Edmodo that's not in PDF.
Okay.
Save them.
Why are you making us ask a question about it?
And you're going to work with Paige
Where
today,
do we write our hypothesis?
okay?
In your
We're
lab.
the.
You're doing an onion root lab, and you need to take your computer
Are
and
you
go
ready
go
to
over and
start
sit
giving
beside
the
Paige.
hypothesis?
Paige is gonna help you tonight.
We need to
You
have-
made a plan.
So we need to have
What?
Yeah, Paige.
You don't need a pen,
I love
you need
watching
your
you work.
computer. And I tell you what, Paige is probably gonna fill it all in, and she'll be able to
That's
share
good
it.
stuff right there.
Wait, what I just said? What did
Yeah.
you say? Hi, I'm supposed to write a Okay, what did you hypothesis. say?
In
I
your
said,
lab
are you
notebook?
ready to start? We're supposed to make a hypothesis. Did you make
I
a
don't
plan?
know.
You're not turning it in for me to
No
take right
hypothesis,
this
no
very second,
plan?
I want you to take
But I
it
don't
in
even know
class.
what I'm doing.
That's what your hypothesis and your plan will tell you.
But I don't know what I'm testing. I have no idea what I'm doing.
That
That
means
is.
you haven't read enough of your lab to
Exactly.
get out of your chair yet.
It's hard though.
You'll get it.
Do you have just?
Mr. Schneider,
It's not rocket
is
science.
this by yourself
No,
or with
just
partners?
normal water. I don't think that we have distilled water anywhere, do you?
This is an IDC.
You
D,
don't care?
You can get it from the grocery store.
yeah, I know. Do you have distilled water?
Danny boy!
And then you guys move into Trevor's.
Get that out, put that on the lab table.
They never said you had partners. He said he doesn't care.
Young people, here's part of what you're probably not thinking about, and the fact that you're all gonna be making slides, we want you to have that experience, but some of those slides are gonna be better than others. You're gonna see things in one that you won't see in another. You should be sharing information, you should not be working in a silo, you should be collaborating with each other.
Mr. Schneider,
Mr. Schneider,
let's just do
Distilled water.
What's
distilled
water?
You know what moonshine is?
Distilled
Water that has been like
Boiled.
have all the gross.
It's been filtered.
Yeah.
What, how do you make moonshine?
That's what I have to do to make my salt water.
It's in a machine called a.
Distiller.
That's not.
Okay.
No. No.
No.
It's not.
Carbon.
There's a lot of filters. Not at all. So you have moonshine in school.
Does anyone have any idea what we're doing? Erica, do you know what we're doing?
You don't have to be this close to me.
Moonshine is, we're done.
What are we trying to figure out?
These things, this stuff right here.
I just know we gotta
Yeah,
take
major
like,
skill.
an onion.
No, he clicked
Is
that.
that our plan? What do we
You need
maybe,
to do
Mr.
wise
Schneider?
Gotta bring.
Not necessarily.
What do we name this project?
What is it called in Edmodo?
Onion staining.
Always.
Is it stating onions?
Yes.
I got the most pungent onions I could find.
Pungent.
Alright.
Why? I have to go somewhere later.
Can we eat them when we're done?
What's wrong?
Ah.
Your Swivl's freaking out again. Hey, how much did those cost? It's a stain. So is one.
Hey, you're gonna wanna focus a whole lot more than you have, cause you're about 30 minutes in, which means you only have an hour left.
Yay.
These were 39 cents a bundle.
Oh my
I
god.
know the size, but they're small. That means the diameter.
With the thingies, it was like 6 bucks.
With the thingies.
The little pretzel thingies. Young people, time is ticking.
Don't do that, don't do that.
Wasn't me.
We might need to get in there.
Time is ticking.
Yes, it is. Time, wait,
Every day, every period, I still am doing it.
Those are huge.
I know.
I know, that's what I said.
Am I doing this?
Holy biscuits.
Okay.
Where did you get those?
What do you think? Whose plan is it?
My plan. Okay.
Start at the top.
Oh, okay.
25.
Hunter, teach, don't do.
Telling secrets.
I already told him once, so.
Secrets don't keep trying.
There's a thought.
Wait, what? Okay.
What's the thought? Her putting her hair up? It's required.
Wasn't charging?
Technically, we're not working on anything yet, so.
I need a ponytail, guys.
Yeah, I need a ponytail.
Actually, Riley does.
I believe the mullet is starting to be recalled.
Yes,
What do you
I'm
mean?
pretty sure there's been a recall on those.
Recall them mullets?
Yeah.
The Parks employees are
Oh my
taking
God,
mullets.
I can't
Holy
type.
crap.
Well, that should tell you something right there.
Yeah, it should.
What? That they're not no good?
What thing?
Hey,
Yeah.
my cousin Tricky Nicky.
Yeah,
Tricky
yeah.
Nicky?
That's her Instagram.
You guys should change your Instagram name to that. Cause I'm like, it's not Nikki Weber, it's
Tricky
Nikki
Nicky.
Oh, yeah.
They call her an inappropriate name in school. That rhymes with Nicky, Nick. But I'm not gonna say it because that would be inappropriate.
Trevor, are you getting anything accomplished back there?
Dying.
What is it so funny?
When shall hypothesis starts again?
I believe the children are our future.
Sweet.
I know.
Material.
Treat them
What do we
well.
do first, Riley? Just write down the materials?
And let them rule the world.
Yes.
As long as they change my diapers, I'm fine.
You're straight.
Was that possible?
You're like. Take your lookers now.
Stick lines,
Close
Haley.
your hands.
I never do.
I wanna look at that second one.
Haley saying I never do doesn't mean he's not
Dang
right.
it, you're not the general.
Mr. Schneider.
On a page 100.
Mr. Schneider, I have a quick
Haley,
question.
if you spent the 49 cents for that notebook, I'd say you'd have an excuse, but you didn't, we did.
I didn't want
Skip
to
lines.
censure it again.
But if I
Haley.
finish this,
Then we'll get you a new one.
Mr. Schneider.
Parker.
Are these two different things? Are the two different worksheets?
Mrs. Schneider said you can write
Yes
in your
and no,
lab
they work
notebook and she'll
collaboratively
take it
with
from
each
you
other.
at the end of class.
Some of the information will be used in both.
So are we like comparing
What?
the
What?
roots to
What?
something else?
Objective of this project
So our
is-
hypothesis would just be like
Ashley?
the
Let's go
roots
do this.
will look like this.
I'm sorry, I didn't know it
We
was
will
there. My
see
computer was in the way.
what phase they're in.
Let me ask you this question. What are your materials?
Onion roots.
No, what are your materials?
Those are coffee.
Or what could one of your
Think it's
hypotheses be?
indestructible.
We'll see what phase the cells, the onions.
You're kind of stating a fact though. You're not stating a guess about something, you're
Oh,
stating
I'm
something. you know.
assuming that they will be in the interphase of.
So you're going by a number, like there'll be more in the
They will be.
interphase than.
The cells will be,
All of them?
most cells will be in interphase.
That could be,
I-
that could be a
I-
hypothesis.
I
Yep.
think-
Hypothesis? Pages probably?
Yes.
And sophomores, there's almost no hypothesis ever that starts with, I believe.
She said.
I know, she sang a song.
I disagree with the answer to the question.
Aw, so,
I
I
believe
believe
the
the
children
children are our future. Whitney Houston.
So I shouldn't say I think.
It should
You
be,
shouldn't say I think. You should make a statement of fact
Ah.
that is testable. A hypothesis is a testable statement.
Sweet, sweet.
And then you
you'll
should
be
turn around and go
fine.
test that statement
So
and
we're
find out if
saying
it's
what-
true or
We're
false.
saying a fact is
Yeah.
our hypothesis.
Yeah.
So I, Trevor Lau, state, it should be I
Why
will
did you
see
do that to me?
You could just state it.
What
Just
hypothesis
state.
are we gonna do?
16% of the sophomore class will fail this assignment.
onion, I'm one of those. Peel to see itself.
That's a hypothesis, or a hypothesis.
Onions are, what did you do?
16% of the sophomore class will fail this assignment.
The young man looks like blah, blah, blah.
What is
Is that testable? Is it a statement of fact?
I'm ready, I'm on. Erica.
Then let's test it.
Is onion meiosis or mitosis?
So class today is now officially an experiment.
He don't
To see how
know.
many fail.
Meiosis, correct? These plants.
That's what he asked me to. And I'm like,
Okay, I got a
So we can
plan.
start like-
I got a hypothesis.
I plan.
You want to get rid of things
By
that
staining
flop around
a
and
peel
cause a problem.
of an onion,
and
you will see
tie your hair
himself
back.
Because.
Ponytail?
Ask him for a rubber band.
Hey, Haley.
I have rubber bands in the drawer, but
Wait, he had a whole deal about ponytails the other day.
you should know how to do this.
When in doubt, just grab the duct tape.
I think
Yeah.
I never knew that those little
Brooklyn,
onions
you're
are
the
called
first person
oleum.
that you.
By the looks of it, it's pretty weak.
My toes.
you haven't been around me very much.
Mr. Schneider, what, did it feel weird when you were buying them?
You
I believe Red Green is a genius, and he said,
You are,
Women don't
Paige
punch
is
your hands
helping
when
you
they
today
shouldn't.
do this lab, so you need to follow along with Paige
My
as she
grandpa
does
used
the
to
lab,
always
so
watch
come
that
on.
show.
So I'm ready to start.
Alright.
I took it in half.
Yeah.
Actually, I could see it.
Are you close
I
to
don't, I plan to follow
I am.
instructions in the two different
Mr.
documents.
Schneider, I'm
Let's go.
starting.
It's genius, that is the plan.
What?
I'm
Get
starting.
your notebook and
I'm
write.
starting.
Okay.
I'm starting.
Mason,
Oh,
I'm
no,
gonna
I
do
want
one.
to.
No!
you will stop working 50 minutes from now, you need to be done by then.
Mr. Schneider,
Really?
that was when we grabbed
50 or 15?
There's a couple of them have little sticky notes on them that say they don't work.
Get your lab notebook?
Well, I
Avoid those. You do
Well,
not want a binocular microscope.
have this one?
Nope, you don't want any of the binocular microscopes, they are too low power.
Can I have this one?
Oh, it stinks.
So any of these?
You got it. I'm incapable.
This one is saying,
Look nuts.
broke it.
Here you go. You need something for your hair?
Go on a group page slide. Alright, Ty, you're chatting with me, I'm gonna put your hair out.
Weird, like,
Whatever gets the job done.
make it make sweet things, or sour things taste sweet.
Daniel.
I'll try your guys.
You wanna work together, Haley? Okay. We need to see if still wanna get a, yeah.
Daniel, I'm just gonna tell you this now, that they only have 2 onions, so it's
I'll get you the black.
I watched a video of this guy.
Do we wanna go back there and
One
then?
part child onion.
And what part of the onion do you want?
And told him to go buy it, and he said he thought it was
Onion is one.
What did you put the?
I know what they are.
Is,
I will see.
Yeah, 'cause doesn't it like turn like sour
cells,
things?
like,
Doesn't
your face, or your-
Yeah, I talked about that, what's it
skin
called?
is the
That one thing, you know that film?
This is the stem.
And I will see more cells in interface the first phase than any other stage.
So it's why did you say why? We see them in the last phase more.
No, we'll see more, first phase more.
We want them to That's what it says. You can't do this to me.
She's misunderstanding what the root is.
I love how you got that little piece.
The last one?
Daniel, what's the root?
No,
It needs this.
That is a root.
Daniel, you need to do some research.
I know it, the whole onion is a root.
Yes, it is, the whole.
Oh, you wanna hear me?
Yes.
Hey, put the last slide and cover slip.
No, we're gonna work right here.
You have, don't forget your sign.
I write stuff down,
so I remember this.
Just tell us.
So,
Bye, Mrs. Schneider. I'm not driving, so.
How many slides do we need?
We'll go with Paige and Dan.
the date?
Okay, we'll come back by you.
How many? We don't know.
Where do you wanna work
Oh
here?
my
We got a
dear
lot.
God.
We'll just go back by them, it's okay.
We have a plug-in right here though for my house.
Zoom in.
Oh, there's a fucking light on the bottom of the thing. Yeah, there's one right. We'll just go back there. That's probably.
Paige, you try to get your hair up and talk. Do everything at once.
You can do it. Okay. There's like 6 of us. What do you
How you doing over there, partner?
we just there's 5 of us. Yeah. 4 of us, 5 of us, yeah.
Start right here.
Wait, so is there no group or do you just order? I don't know. I think we should just. Looking back at something.
Hey Schneider, these are onions, they're onion chives.
Oh, carefully peel off a small piece of skin.
You're supposed to be skipping
Look
one.
at there, when you read the lab, you get an answer.
Skin. When you use your fingernails, it says use your fingernails.
Alright.
Alex,
Do we use
what's your
this?
There you go.
Oh, no.
This is just man stuff.
Haley Dufek,
It's some money.
are you exhibiting proper lab protocol?
Oh, one giant.
Matt, then, Mrs. Schneider.
Callie's my fingernails. Where's the other two? From the inner or concave side.
I got
Taste it, hey.
Taste
it's not where
It
it's
says
Inner.
use your finger.
Catch. You don't have to figure it out.
Okay, so I gotta pull that slide.
Well,
That much
hey,
for ice
did you
cream.
clean some slides? Figure it out.
Where's this stuff?
Bottom. Yeah.
Bottom green thing.
Oh, where are those?
Dude, this is like an already pre-typed.
What are the cover slips? Alex, what are the cover slips?
Now we're all gonna start crying.
Onions are a really good thing
Are
to
these
do
cover
this
slips?
with.
When's the opening?
That blue crap.
Jason, what you need to do is get horseradish, that'll make
Mr.
it.
Schneider, do you want to address real quick before they all, just a minute, Jamie, I'm in the middle of talking right now.
Alex.
What? Yeah, you need to wait just a minute, I'm talking to somebody. The way they cut the onion, do you wanna address that? Cause I know what they'll all do, you just wanna let them do that? Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my gosh, give me an idea.
Oh, look at that.
Someone, yeah, let's say, cut out,
Yeah.
cut out a chunk.
Hey, so like this.
Jamin, where'd you go?
People,
You
if
need-
you look at your finger underneath the
Get that.
microscope, can you see through it?
Go to.
No.
I wish.
So when you're cutting these
Oh,
chunks of onion off,
Page one, Page's calling for you.
what point am I trying to make?
We can't take the outside layer, we gotta take an inside layer.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, you need to let everybody
Dan?
get their own.
What onion?
You can't take a chunk?
You gotta take a thin layer.
You can't take a chunk? Can we put that underneath the microscope and see through it?
No.
No. You want the thinnest possible layer that you can get. And your slide also says something about forceps. So I'm gonna expect that you know that term from now on.
Wait, what are these things?
Put it on your finger.
Can I have this onion?
Cover slides.
We have a very limited number of cover slides.
But what if you
Pretty
have
quick,
one
like
on your water?
You have one
You
inside.
don't use iodine drills.
You have a thumb holder part.
We need a drop
That's
of
not a cover
water.
slip.
Where do we have to put the cover slips
The
on?
cover slip goes on top of it.
It kinda reminds
That's
me
for the
of a
little
braid.
tiny white box.
Young people, he's now answering questions that are very clearly spelled out in your lab.
Yes.
Okay, when it says add 1 or 2 drops of water from the dropper bottle on top of the onion epidermis.
Oh, I suppose we're gonna
That is a
need
misplaced
a,
modifier,
yeah, it is. That's like throwing the towel over
Yeah,
the fence
it
in
is.
May.
because there is no bottle of water sitting on top of the epidermis of the onion.
So just skip that?
No.
Nope, nope, nope. Your water is here. Can you get water out of here one drop at a time?
No, we need it like that.
Oh, yes you do. And you probably need a clean container to put the distilled water into.
When you go to Page
No, we
did
didn't.
not lab.
my god, Daniel.
How did we get from?
Anyway,
Paige,
Can I help that on that?
Dude, is you ready to get off notebook yet?
no, not yet.
can you cut me a piece off
Yeah.
of that?
Let's just do that call.
I didn't think you were serious. No, I was like, I'm getting Erica asking you to going. He said, yeah.
Let's put them back in that. No, Eric, I just got them.
We're gonna write it in.
It's not thin enough.
I would be honest.
That is thin enough. I
That
can
is
see
not,
through that.
that is not good enough.
Mr. Shannon, we stay on track.
You're gonna end up making them cut themselves.
Well, not to mention, so Erica, now it's not hypothesizing about what she's doing to themselves.
I'm crushing them. Good.
Supposed to be clean.
Correct,
Making them not right.
correct.
I need a really, really thin piece.
Here, let me touch the edges. Are you getting this? Yes or no? It says you can use your fingernails. It's a 4-course or something.
I like that. I like the layer on the outside.
It has a
Yeah,
container
it
for the
says-
water?
That's what we have.
Wait,
This end,
I
is
don't know.
that such anything?
Daniel, put that on you.
Like kind of like skin cells.
Probably two thousand.
No,
Why is that one?
Yeah.
hang on a minute, first time through, so when I went to the store today, we didn't know if we needed iodine, methylene blue, toluene blue, and all those different things. So I got food coloring. You're welcome to do a secondary experiment trying to use food coloring to do it, but don't do it your first time out.
Brooklyn, are you in our group too?
And that is a really good question. I'm going to assume, Mr. Schneider, that the outside of this
Hey guys,
onion
come over here.
is
So we can.
the
Yeah.
sepal, right?
The way outside hard part?
Is the sepal. What do we want to call that?
Okay,
Is it-
Alex, we have our things.
It's
over
just the
here.
outer covering
Is
of
the
the,
exo covering?
no,
Okay.
no, it's just outer.
We'll put it on
It's an
here.
outer
They
covering.
don't use
Hey,
that,
Taylor. So it's not dead.
Where's the onion?
No,
They put it on this?
Taylor,
Just a second. Nothing major.
There.
Taylor, just
It's not on the room.
Yeah.
Try that.
He asked me nicely. I'm a good friend.
I know, but the one that we
Did
have
you
is
guys turn that
plastic.
flare?
Or plastic, like a
I don't know.
little-
We're gonna make $5.
Hey, can I have that water?
Yeah, I just said, put on PPE.
Jay,
You should be listening to the kids as they do this experiment. They'll show you what's going on.
Everybody should have their own hypothesis.
Right, you really should, but, okay, so let's look at this in a couple different ways. What are you doing in the lab?
Go fast.
Don't
Hey,
press
Sam.
send on anything.
The other bud.
What are you trying to
Go.
identify?
Ah, thank you.
What about it?
Okay,
So, we have this on here.
where are we?
Use fingers for paper cuts now. Here, did that.
That, the
Size.
goggles will help with the onion smell too.
The size.
Oh, I love this one.
I love onions.
I'd rather have my.
Did you already
feel one of them on there?
Yeah. Okay, where's the pipe at messed up?
So why don't we start with it?
Is that
The diameter.
water?
Huh? Well, not diameter, but you're looking for what
Is that the same?
Oh.
Daniel,
trying
and
to
this
figure
end
out how
has
many
not
of
been
the
in
cells are
anything
in
else
each
but
of
water.
those stages, right? How many there are that are in interface, how
Oh,
many are in those sorts of things, right? So let's look at it that way.
Just on
Now we have a
here.
hypothesis that kind of guesses at which stage or
Yeah,
you'll
we'll
find the
layer
most
up.
amount of cells.
You need to?
Drop it.
Is you've got two different types of onions.
So look, watch, you
Essentially,
go up to the edge and just
But
move it
this
and
one
then
is a
you
much
see
On the
more
inside or the
mature
inside.
onion
Here's the
than
Haley.
these right here, right?
Here.
What?
So here's
Hey.
Place
Okay.
one side of the cover
More
slip.
Friendly.
interface.
This is the cover
Oh,
slip.
okay.
Or that one.
Just
Or
to the
vice
edge
versa.
of the water.
And that
Try
could
and
be
touch
one
the-
way. So
touching
then
the
if you
edge
experiment on this,
much
you
of the wood.
experiment on that, find out where you're at.
Yeah,
It's
it's
really important to you guys what you do.
Straight up and down.
Can we use that?
Oh,
This
no,
96,
this is
25.
Sorry, guys.
Okay, now
Giant
get
really thin layer of onion up here.
onto the,
The drop.
which is
Wait,
the.
can we try both?
Wait, do we put it on onions? No. Yes, you
It
put it on
tells you
onions.
very specifically how
I think that onion's a bit too big.
to prepare.
Hey, I need this one
You
second.
need to do smaller onion.
No, we should cut it.
Oh, you can't really cut any thinner
But-
unless
No,
you try.
not thinner, we need to make it smaller.
Where'd that go?
She has to
Just go in the bottom.
Either of those are bigger.
It doesn't say what it this.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Go back in the bottom and grab a new one.
All you have to do is cut this.
Onions aren't gonna kill you.
You guys, at the end of all of this, if you just rub on your hands a little bit of salt and water, that onion smell will go away.
And we have salt, don't worry about that.
But we don't have water. Is that what it says? We got.
Can you change the earth?
Go to the
No.
instructions.
Oh,
Take
my.
here's one right here.
All three. Take this off.
Reminds me of a brain. Have you ever seen Saw 3? Maybe in 5. So 5.
There's like 3 pages.
Cut his brain open and they go like this.
Hey, page.
Where's our microscope?
Can you bring me
I got the slide now.
what then? That paper?
Okay, so there you go.
No, that's
Add
pregnant.
one skull that you like pop open.
Don't tear yourself.
Right? And then you go.
Ow.
I think that towel.
Hey, can I show you a trick with that, guys? Because I super eat, not you, her.
Page 1 of 3.
So you don't have to do that. Accidents that.
Go like that, right? And then you see, you'll see it. But you can brush the cells scraping it off.
I'm not scraping it off.
We just didn't have all the directions.
I just do that on the edge,
Can you
Daniel.
drive these things?
Wow. Genius.
I just got one.
Who's a genius? I wanna
Alex
know, I want
knows.
documentation.
Wait, I'm almost getting it.
Like this.
Okay, put it on.
That's
Steve's got
really
that.
good. Good, thank you.
This one I
Do you have a
definitely is not getting.
No, we don't.
Wait, where's it? Where's Alex?
Ah, that's how you clean your breath.
How do you?
Yeah, oh, yes, now, you know, it's like, is it, can
Now we
it
get a
be
microscope.
smaller than this? I don't know.
Do you wanna help him on his 45-degree angle, Aston?
Okay, now we need 2 drops of water.
Here's these covers.
Again, there's these.
Please.
This one on the far left.
Look at how it falls on it.
Goes back
Oh, I
inside.
hate the onion.
No way.
Is there a thing on the last line? Like this. Yep, that,
Young people, we want you all to have experience, because from this point on, when we say you need to do a wet mount, we expect that you can jump right in. It can't be an excuse of, I watched, but I didn't really do it, so I don't know how. That excuse goes away, so young people, get your hands dirty, do it.
Low power.
We've got a lot of onion for you. I don't know what they need either way.
Okay, so now that's my mouth.
Question, why are we?
Can I get everybody to stop for 1 second? Why does this side of this ruler look different than this corner?
It's all wet.
And how do you get water underneath the whole thing?
The skill.
But what if I have water and I set it down at a 45-degree angle and I lower it slowly? What happens?
It covers.
It's
So
still,
That's what you're
where's the
supposed to do with your
epidermis?
cover slip.
And I
it's like
can
pouring out the water.
And then you can do this.
And then you can block from the side and it'll pull it this way.
Look how my tissue's getting wet.
On top of the onion.
Isn't that cool? All right, now I know what that means.
Snuggle.
45-degree angle. You can't lower it really slowly like I can because it's so darn small and you get a piece of your finger bead underneath it.
Yes, it does.
So you have to get it at about 45 degrees and then kind of let go.
This
And
Schneider.
it'll just,
There you go.
Mrs. Schneider, this looks like brain surgery, you know, when they take.
Okay, don't mess with
that's exactly what happens.
See? Alex, where are we using the Schneider?
What does it mean when we have that?
Where are we supposed to, what do you, where are we supposed to place these drops? Oh.
Water. There's air.
Yeah, we have dermis.
And
Is that that little circle?
epidermis. Do you have an epidermis?
Yeah.
We gotta go.
Where?
So your epidermis is in your shirt or outside of your shirt?
You have to place. So you may have placed the cover slip on the slide. And once you take your towel and stuff, kind of straighten it out.
Okay, so let's place it on
You
the
have the
other.
skin of the onion, right?
You just place it on.
Well, Alex, you're
Yeah.
looking at
Yeah.
the select,
There you go.
okay, what else?
Mr. Schneider.
Kind of
Gosh,
force that to dry.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
So,
I did.
Observe the
you
onion
need
in
to
the
get
low
that right here.
part of the power. Do not draw
Grab
the
this.
onion neck.
Go over there. But
Yeah.
it would.
Make sure you grab the right one, because this one you're not taking down.
Mr.
I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
Up here.
Can you
You
eat
don't
it?
want a binocular
You
microscope.
should be eating them, they have to.
Gracie, can I
So
borrow
like
your
this
water
one?
for a second?
Hang on.
What's
Well,
that?
it doesn't have a
Wet mouth, so
thing
long.
going on it.
So do I just drop it on
What does
there?
it tell you to do?
The epidermis, that's.
Throw it
Is
like
it one
that.
more?
Just drop it on
Damon,
there.
come here.
What's it tell you to do?
Is it under?
Okay,
Oh,
you gotta stop playing for a second.
Come look at this, Jamin. You have to come look at this.
Mr. Schneider, is this the proper one?
You tell me?
I would say yes.
Is that a drop?
I don't know, is that enough?
No.
Was there a picture?
Good, good. Do you know what you're doing?
Jamin.
You should come watch.
There's a picture of the slide.
Come watch. You're a visual learner. Did you know that?
Oh, look at that.
Please move page.
In the
So,
picture,
I want you
compare
to
it
watch
to,
Gracie. Gracie and then just make.
Okay,
Hey,
so
cover
we're
slip.
an outlet.
Hand me the box.
cover slips are this big. How big is the piece of onion
You
they have?
might need to take off your glasses.
Is that big? Ready?
Why?
Says every.
It's like 1/4,
Explain to
right?
him what you've done so far and how
So
you
if you have more than they have, do you need more water
Riley,
than
if
they
it's
have?
running, I was here.
I don't know.
Lies.
Bobby, you come back and
Think about it, Grace.
Really?
Where'd you get
I don't know, but.
Struggling.
Yep, there's too much stuff all in one place. You can take those to a lab table and plug them in on the wall somewhere.
Scrape a little tiny thin layer
We
off.
don't need computers.
Well, clean this.
No, there's
Slide
now.
off.
Put it in there. And focus it on.
Anybody
And now
want
what
to
do you
Is
do?
there any other one?
Drop of water, really?
What kind of water?
Come on, there's a side of the microscope.
Still water.
I'm working.
And now what do you do?
And now we're
Okay,
gonna put the.
now what do we
I
have?
think we got too many people in our group.
They are cover slips. Are we on
Cover
cover
slips.
slips?
Oh,
Or you
I
guys
kinda
are too
just
close
made
to
it
our
over
rope.
that.
Now,
What?
I kinda
now
just
we put
made
a
it.
drop of iodine.
Oh, you might need your
Now we
own.
put a
How do you
cover
turn it
slip.
on?
Are you sure we don't need
Box
these?
up.
And those are really
Okay.
good, so.
Yeah.
I'm still working. Over here's how you do it.
And now what?
Okay, do we put the drop on?
Oh,
That's
that's
right.
right.
That's why you don't have a cover on it.
Place one side of the cover slip.
Because I
this
don't want to
way.
take it off. Cover slip with a drop of blue gold, iodine.
Mr. Schneider.
Figure that out.
She's talking about
You're
you,
both
right?
in it.
Yeah.
This is last time you were-
Alex,
Because what happens is,
Mr. Schneider.
what happens is, you just do that.
Well, just both the height.
It does, but he's got spots. that-
Okay, Alex, do you still need me to get a pipette?
And so if I do
Here's
it,
that.
this,
Just the height.
what are you, this is your
A drop. There's gonna be water.
There you go.
Okay, on the edge,
Start
is
asking,
a
she's asking you a question.
Okay, wait 1 second.
I don't like starting.
It says, do
Just
they need to
Sorry,
slide?
sorry.
Just put it
I'm
in.
holding up.
Yes.
Guys, but I gotta ask them where they are.
I have
I
one.
don't know if we can or not.
Does it tell you to push down on it?
No, it does not. Is there any more iodine?
So do we need more water?
No.
That's all the way up.
I think I do.
Look what's happening to it.
Okay.
Does that make more sense with what you're?
Whoa, that is
Yeah.
Let's go. Yeah, I do.
Now, do you wanna go back and do any more, or do you wanna judge these guys?
Yep.
We're looking.
I do.
Okay, okay, all right.
I was looking for the ones that screw on, cause I knew I had more, but they're
It's not thick.
old and stuff, they get hard.
Awesome.
Okay, now look, don't adjust it. It's clear now, isn't it?
And we just need to make sure that the, ends is not contaminated with crap.
Oh, Alex.
We should find a beaker to drop that into when it's not being used.
Oh, you
Don't
hit
touch
me,
it.
goalie.
I bumped into you.
A drop.
Now you're goalie.
On the edge of the cover slip.
Okay, cool. Mr. Schneider.
Why would you do that?
Hold this small piece of paper. Don't do it yet.
Oh, why do you assume about Mr.
Hold this small
Schneider?
piece of paper telling us opposite edge of 4 steps. I think 4
What'd you do to somebody?
Okay, Mr. Schneider.
The part that we're supposed to look at is this part, the white part, right? Come right over here. Yeah, give it to draw off the wall.
Okay.
What are those things
Great,
called?
those
Glass
We need to
things?
drop right
Thank
here.
you.
And a paper towel. Yeah, we're done.
Draw off the water.
I'm supposed to take it.
Ready? Can we borrow that after you guys?
Heck no.
You made a wet mount, you had a wet mount.
You don't even know what you're doing.
No,
I need to do, haven't known yet, 15 years.
Hold a small piece of paper towel at the opposite edge, and it draws it through.
We need to borrow that after them.
So now you have to make a wet mount.
So basically, you just put it.
Is that wet all the way through?
Right.
Whoa, this
And
looks
again,
fun.
you've now taken that off.
You figure the towel should be getting wet. It should be sucking the
You're
water
seeing
out.
water.
And when the water comes out, it's gonna pull the iodine in. This way.
Can we borrow that now, guys?
No. Okay, how about you don't put that in the work? I'm gonna get close.
Yeah.
It's close to you.
Okay, now take
Here's
the
it,
towel.
plain. Okay, so
That's
you put that back
awesome.
over here. You don't even know what you're, Daniel, you're gonna need this maybe.
It's got some in there, Laura.
What's up, small star glass people
Okay, Eric, just now put it.
that we placed on top of it?
Eric.
Ah!
Okay, so
You can't see.
we got this right here now.
I'm gonna start writing this down.
Some of the
Drop iodine at one edge of the cover slip.
You want it?
Okay, I have another one. Okay, I did everything.
Okay, so watch the softball, you guys. To draw off the water and allow the iodine to
Touches the water.
I don't see it. Put it underneath. Oh,
I didn't squeeze much, I hardly squeezed.
did Trevor leave? You're okay.
There it goes.
No, I'm ruining it.
Take water, I'm getting it now.
Yep, put iodine on a paper towel.
How many drops of iodine?
And Daniel has the dropper.
Yeah, piece of hair.
Yeah, he's almost done with it.
I'm playing polka dot.
Tina, do you have any stuff of
There we
iodine?
go.
And guess what's gonna happen to your right sleeve?
I'm gonna
drop
it.
it.
Did you find it?
And then it's gonna have the same
hard.
What phase is it in?
First aid.
I can't really tell.
Ah, but yes, you can.
I can.
It kind of looks like probably.
Okay, here's this.
Whoever
Whoever
needs
needs this.
Who needs this? Ow!
I can see.
Taylor does it in minutes, but not just yet.
Is that one of those spinny?
Oh,
Take it over.
and the iodine.
No, we have one, big one, and we have one.
Oh,
How are we supposed to
the
take
iodine
pictures
too?
of this?
You take, you go over, keep the thing right in
Erica,
the
hand me the iodine.
Here, you want my phone? Yeah.
Where you at in this process?
Says
Wait.
raw 2 adjacent onions.
Because the second Friday, 2 days wet.
You have to put it, you have to put it on.
And that was the directions, right?
Just has one.
Oh, it's not doing it anymore.
Oh, you just
Throw it up
put
on the paper towel so we can get a picture of it.
Mason has, Mason's screwed up, so he's been through it twice now.
We're doing much better. Think about even get.
Wow, you people make the room smell.
You?
It's not our fault.
I blame Daniel.
Open the window.
Nice.
Okay.
Mr. Schneider, I also debated whether or not I should have gotten one of each type of onion.
Oh.
The purple ones?
The purple, or the red ones and the yellow ones, and I didn't know if it made a difference.
It does.
How do you know it does, Alex?
See, I did this last year and we used red
What
onions.
difference does it make?
Well, we were
We got a
able to,
picture of
we
this,
used
should I
red
grab it?
onions last year and we were able to see it very clearly.
Here you go.
But that
Yeah,
doesn't,
take a
that,
picture.
you're not coming to a conclusion that it's because it's a red onion.
Dang. I'm writing down the yellow again because I don't see any spindle fiber. Hey, no, if you're cleaning that,
That's because you're a failure there, North.
right over there on top of that.
Observe the onion cells.
We
Okay,
took.
so we need to observe it.
You guys have it backwards.
Do not be afraid to look at other people's stuff, and I'm pretty darn certain that they're not doing something they should, because that stuff should never touch the microscope lens.
You guys know you have a microscope.
The lenses on those are more sensitive than your glasses.
Oh, yeah. Like, you can see through here.
The lenses on there should not be touched.
Mr. Schneider,
Mr. Schneider, are we,
Really?
what cloth are we supposed to?
Erica, you see how we have ours?
You're not supposed to
Okay, now
put
watch out.
the lenses down.
Not the slide.
Oh, use paper towel, that's all we have.
Awesome.
Very
Then
good. Place
Nice.
it on a clean.
No, we took off that.
I think so.
What is that?
Just make sure.
Alex,
that-
what is the piece of that we
Yes.
put on the,
Once it does.
on the thing?
The piece of onion?
Yeah.
I would call it a,
That's
A layer of
Taylor's
the
onion.
You don't
A
want to see
peel?
the ground.
A peel.
He's got the slide going on too.
Should I get my own board?
Then we,
I'll do it.
put it on the clean.
Hey,
Okay.
it can also be what part, we're getting it in the right center, right? So we got our piece in the center. Bunch of ones, so maybe we should try to get it from the head.
Or we should try that green onion.
Or we should, let's work with this one first.
Okay.
So what are we learning?
We took a piece off the whole onion on
No,
the
suck it.
We can't see any of the like the nucleus and stuff. Now we're gonna take one from the end.
Oh, Parker.
We can't see any of the nuclei and
Sucks
stuff.
to you, huh?
Okay, now we use the iodine.
What
I
are we
can't,
doing?
yeah. Says we have to place a drop of iodine.
They should have passed
At
that.
one edge of the cover.
Oh, I guess we can see a mold, right? It's being cut out. I see some spindle fibers.
Mrs. Schneider,
What do we look like
can you
That's the line
show me
between
what
the
you're
cells.
seeing on this picture?
First of all, an edge of a tell me where the cells are.
Adjacent means what?
Yeah, so this is what it says, when it says place a little paper
Okay, so
towel.
we need to draw.
Shield over and kid on.
Like this?
There you go. Great, great, great.
This side?
I don't know, I don't get the dropping the iodine part.
I,
Oh,
Erica, so what's
you
this?
put iodine here. You put a paper towel here,
What's this left?
and when it sucks the water out, iodine goes in to replace the water.
So which side would you
That's what
recommend?
makes much difference. The
I
one
thought
is
this was the
closest.
skin.
So with this
What
one,
is
you want to
the
put
date?
iodine on the side that's closest to it.
And then they germinate of it.
It's like pure
And
cells.
then you want to put a paper towel over here, and you want to try and suck it.
Wait, how are you doing
This
that?
one
Young
doesn't.
people, what happens if you were to look at your skin and do the same thing to it?
It doesn't work.
See?
If you put your finger on it.
Well,
No,
what if you
because
peel
can't
off
see
these?
through your finger.
If you
What do you
cut
want us to do, cut our finger?
Yes.
No.
Take a piece of this?
Have you never seen
You know what?
somebody do this, and then you see all those little things
Most
falling?
people can
You know
get
what
stuff
that is?
from
We
your
can
ears.
get some from
Skin
me.
cells from your
It's
arm.
like taking
Where are you?
and scraping alongside your
Schneider.
ears.
You can do that
You
too.
get skin cells.
Okay, so.
Yeah. You should be able to just find somebody with dry skin and scratch
Okay,
it,
I have.
and get it on paper, and
I do remember.
We all do.
get a forceps and get a piece under there.
Okay, Mr. Schneider.
What's the matter?
How's it going?
Oh, that's easy.
That makes so much more sense.
Do you want it?
Oh.
This thing changes.
What are you looking at there, Mr. Schwartz?
Excuse me.
That's what that thing does. This thing changes.
Why is the paper
So
towel?
if we go
Why don't you have a mouse?
this way, and get that thing off your shoulder.
Yes, you do.
I know you cut the onion and then you put water or something.
Okay. Where's that, glass there, you good?
The glass.
Glass slides?
Yeah.
They're over here.
Okay.
Let's do,
There are no nuclei though in our cells.
And
All I see is spindle fibers.
Okay, Judge,
This
we
one?
just
Schneider is not working because there's a bubble in there.
need to
The whole
cut the
thing
picture
is-
again, so we can draw.
Well,
Yeah,
this-
Mr. Schneider.
Okay, that means this thing has to come back up to the.
You guys have the water.
you need, yes, you will need to.
I'm so confused, what does the paper towel do with this?
It draws you like this.
Well, that's the outside of the cell and the
Oh, the other side, that's why.
Right, you go on the other side of it, you don't put it where you put it, you don't put where you put the drop, you put it on the other side.
Okay, so
So you
on
got
the
one,
one
on one
side,
side, right? So we need a very, 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 very
You want this
thin,
thing on your shoulder.
there,
Is that the deal?
the last button.
And that's all we can see.
Yes,
I have a question.
and then we put,
That's the nucleus.
can somebody hand me, wait, is there another scalpel
No.
somewhere?
There's a bubble there.
There was
Hand me that
one
one.
here.
No, but like.
Okay, go, set it down.
Make a very, very thin.
I'll do it
Are
right.
you using the forceps?
Water, yeah.
Remove
Can you use
the
spark?
No,
slide
make a fill
from
there.
the stage and the stage where it is.
Ah, you
You
missed
should.
it.
Good,
Yes, sir.
Use your finger. Get this underneath.
Save
good.
it.
That's
Lift
your
it
sample,
up.
right?
And knock it down again. And see if the stuff doesn't go on top of itself.
Okay, then it does,
Mr. Schneider.
Where's the dropper go for the water?
There you go.
What's your field diameter?
2 drops of water. I'm gonna show you what's going on here.
Is this the other part of the onion?
Yeah, this
One
is
might
the
work
top.
with you because you have to. So this is your cover slide here. Your cover slide is going to act very much like this. You see how there's water underneath there? If we just drop it, you get spots that don't have water on it. So you put it at an angle to
so the water will.
Field day, field day.
What? This on here, right there, slim, right there. So you're gonna take this and you're gonna put it at about a 45
Me
degree
too.
angle.
I'm going home and taking
One
a
edge
nap.
of it
Just
on
like
the
in
water.
your hallway.
Draw across that
Damn it.
slab.
That's what I'm thinking about. Go to my bed, hold on to it very well.
Awesome.
You're gonna take a nap.
That's a wet knot. And that's a pretty good wet knot, right? Now we're gonna take the iodine, and we're gonna add a stain to it. Well, yeah, the stain is very similar to this. If I can stain on this side, with that water, Jamin, just a minute, I'm in the middle of
Not
helping
waiting on
you.
you.
You're gonna put that stain on this side.
Mr. Schneider, I
I'd
don't
like to see
any
So
form
it'll
of
howl
mitosis for
over
my own.
here, and it'll draw through. Okay, I'm gonna take a stain.
That seems
Yeah.
unlikely.
So here's the deal with you,
I don't know
right?
yet. I don't know.
You've got,
I got our
I'm gonna
metric
put your
ruler
iodine
slide.
stain right there,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna put your cloth over here and let it go.
After
Let's give it a shot. One drop.
Depending on how you want to do it.
You can go to school there. I mean, knock on the door.
Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Bonnie.
No, you can't take
Hi,
her, we need her.
Bonnie, you can't come in without coming over.
Oh, do I
Come
want to?
No, don't take her, we need her in our group. Mrs. Schneider, do you got a metric ruler
Oh my
slide?
god.
Does this room have one?
That water should draw through. Jamin, just a minute, sweetie.
Then we looked at the.
Okay, go ahead and look.
We didn't take a picture of the cell, or the thing before we put the iodine on there.
No?
Whoa, that's way better.
Here, Brooklyn.
Oh.
No, doesn't work.
I was like, what's that?
No, we got it. Genius.
Okay.
Kinda, all right.
How do we do this?
Mr. Schneider, you got a metric slide?
Over two.
So what, can you just skip that part?
What are you trying to do?
That's iodine.
Right in front of you.
Oh my gosh, I'm like, guys, why isn't that, why isn't
It's also something.
How are you doing,
that
Mr. Parker?
iodine?
Okay, now listen.
Right?
Do you see where Miss Brower is over there? You need to go
I
look
don't
at
have
that
a
one.
metric ruler.
He did a little bit
I
ago,
don't have a
Did you
metric
get
ruler.
it?
but not this one.
There might be a plastic ruler here.
I
right?
looked at the lines.
I think you're really
Daniel, where's your slide? Put it on your microscope again, let
Alex.
Jamie see it.
Might be able to.
Daniel, there's no more.
Look at
Go,
these.
go, go look at it.
So,
Daniel, or
Don't
Jamie.
worry about this, go look at the slide.
Hey, Jamie, do you wanna look at this with the iodine? Because he has his.
He's gonna go look at Daniel's first, and she'll be over to look at yours.
Okay.
Awesome. What's it tell you to do? Oh, this is really good.
Ew. You put in frogs?
I believe it.
I don't know.
I should go right there.
That's kind of how pages looks.
Okay, so this now, this is something that we can look up.
Oh, we gotta try it now. You wish you had a high def camera right now in America.
Mr. Schneider, you really screwed up that experiment.
Okay, now we need a mic. That's what I wish. You guys see the iPhone 7? Yeah, I want it.
Yeah, they're coming out.
Already?
Yeah, it's like the buttons are on the side of it.
This is a pretty good one, example over here.
Can I look? I said sorry. Yeah, I got that too, bud.
Hey, try to take a picture of this. Ours is
It was hard.
different than that.
You have to keep your hands stable and then, Jamin, do you wanna come look at ours? I have high def camera, that's how I did it. Hey, Alex. I bet Daniel's camera is way better than yours.
Let's not worry about it.
And you know that.
Alex.
You don't need to worry about it.
Look at that.
These were hard.
You can do it tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, look at this one. This one's different. Maybe
Nope.
not then.
We gotta do this now. We're running out of time. You guys have about 15 minutes left to work.
Next, we got a piece from
Okay,
the
Jamie,
top.
let's go this way.
Hey, where did you get the next piece? The top?
Near the big.
We need to look at ours now.
Yes, you do. 4.
We didn't try the other.
Yours is about done? You have pictures of CNC? They can put their slide on there, and you should look at theirs before you take it off. So that you know what you're looking for.
Jamin's looking at it right now.
Here, take a picture.
So do you want us to follow both worksheets?
Yes.
Everything?
That would be ideal.
Those
I
are
don't
all
think there's
equal
anything, you know,
inches.
that's,
I don't get the whole thing.
We didn't measure them.
yeah.
Well, if you
I brought over.
Before you take that off,
get out of here.
can we measure them? Alex, where'd you take them? We need to measure them.
I need the ruler, Dan.
Where'd you take them?
This is the third time, so I'm gonna interrupt you. Field diameter means what? What's the field? Field of view, field of vision, same thing.
It's how far you can see it.
So when you look into that microscope, you see that big circle at the bottom, how big is that dang thing? That's what they're asking you. They want you to measure the field of view. So I think if you put a ruler underneath there, I think you can make that work. 2 knobs on the side of the microscope, big knob and little knob. Which one moves a big distance?
The big one.
The big one. Which one moves a little tiny bit?
Did you
The
look?
little one. So, right?
I still
Where's
check.
that?
You don't need to do your planting. We're gonna finish this up.
I still can't find it.
What?
Microscope magnification is something that you can look up.
Ty will let you look at this.
Google that or
Look
bang
at
it.
this first, look inside this
It's
microscope.
easy. The magnification of your microscope.
Cool, isn't
I
it?
can't find this, Mr.
Actually, no, I
Shredder, on
think
here.
it's amazing,
It's
but
not showing through.
That's amazing.
Ty made a really good slide as well.
Everybody should go take a look at Ty's.
Good going, Todd.
Tar.
Now we walk over there.
Wait, Mr.
You
Schneider.
wanna see as many good ones as you can.
We can't find the ruler.
He was gonna say, no, you didn't. No, Erica, they're $170.
Are you asking that much?
I'm asking you, Mr. Schneider.
Well, they're on sale, they're actually $225.
That's what Daniel said. I need to, respond to one of my coworkers in real quick.
Here you go for life.
Just take a
Look
second.
from the top,
For life.
close to the, hey,
So if we
wait,
try
where
to
did you
do
take that
something,
one?
yeah, we're gonna show you, that would give us a
I'll
good
take somebody right
indication.
now. What do you think?
But I can't, we can't find that.
No, they won't look at it. For the love of Mike and Ethel, look at it.
I'm gonna start saying
Ah. For the love of Mike and Ethel. He's sitting here staring at the ruler measurement saying he can't see it because he can't see it through the scope.
Yeah, dum dum.
No, he's not a sucker.
Yes, he
I'm
is, he's a
smarter
dum
than
dum.
you.
Okay, you do it now.
You just need to figure it out.
Maybe.
I have it out
Can
on
we
the
follow
GPA.
what- Hey, GPA doesn't really.
GPA determines everything.
See, it's like a shock kids to do this.
You can do all of your work right, and still be able
Oh, yeah.
So that's tough.
Erica, oh, I swear.
You're done. I wonder if they're
We're gonna have you fill it out.
Have me bend over, spin your arm.
I'm so close. Are you out there? There's a millimeter of measurement. 10.
We just need one.
I'll fill it out and send it to you
Let's
guys.
go. Wait, Alex, are you done?
And that's all you have to do for the rest of the day. Nope, we're not gonna talk about your plate.
I already did.
Okay, I'm trying to come through.
Here, socks. Yes.
Excuse me,
And
bud.
then I'll send it to you. And then you're over. Well, we need to measure them.
I think you'll
If we don't measure it, then.
The dark, really dark black things that are up in here,
And then.
or are they orange?
It's 10 millimeters.
Okay, then they're lower, right?
We can we've already played the game next time.
It's really not too much, except I don't know where to put my poster board.
No, we can do that later on our own.
There's poster boards over here.
I don't think.
So do we want poster? Oh.
Find
Mrs.
my
Brown.
meter.
Oh, thank you.
1,000 microns.
What?
1 millimeter contains 1,000 microns.
We promise it won't smell like an onion for like
So-
more than a couple days.
That'd be 10,000.
All right.
Yeah, I guess
But you missed that.
Hey, we don't have enough
You are
time to do
welcome
that.
to look at your.
Yeah, so,
Exam.
No, we seriously do not have enough time.
And place the onion slide on the stage. Examine your onion, align the cells. Align the slides to the cells you want to slide
How much time do we have?
in a straight line across. Count the number of
That's
slides
what
on
means
the
he
slide
has like.
along the down.
No, not even.
Like Brendan,
He has like 7 absolute.
And you know
that takes about like 30 minutes.
You've done one already.
You've done 3 hours.
you know what they.
Dude, I can tell you this, there is now control that mount with the station quicker than good 20 minutes. What is a?
But he hasn't even done anything from this stuff.
Yes, but it's like you're doing something.
We can't start.
Yeah, because he doesn't tell us what he's doing, he has to he doesn't. Wait, how do you do that? Can I see it?
This one
Somebody steal that orange juice. That just started. You've had how much time to do it?
Like this.
Hold on now.
I'll take that apple juice off your hands.
You don't get wet to it, go.
It's just, you know, do it
I
in
turned that, it's probably alcohol.
What's the part of the onion? Lavender.
Oh, I hope you feel better. That is miserable.
You make this fermented orange juice, and you drunk, then you get in trouble, then you say the principal gave it to me, then I get in trouble.
Daniel, you wanna help?
Don't get caught.
Okay. I can't do this.
Daniel, you got me.
Sunny D is like someone that make without having any oranges. Yeah, you can just.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, no, wait, you put that on
I did it without
for me?
swearing.
Didn't do anything to you.
Who had the best, do you think? Who had the best slide?
I did.
We probably did. I thought that.
Whoa.
How do you get this
Holy
apart?
shnikes, look at that one, man.
I can get it apart on that one, but I don't.
Stop.
Can I see that one?
Have they all looked at this?
iPad is
He has a
making.
great cell, it's really light, but he has a great slide as well, it shows a lot of detail.
Ignore the air bubbles.
We got 4
Yes,
lines.
Mr. Schneider
Right,
made air
the air
bubbles.
bubbles are my fault. It doesn't have anything to do with the thickness of the.
Or what?
Miss Snyder,
4. Just 4.
Mr. Snyder, look what I did.
Variations in the thickness will cause it to bubble.
It was his fault because he looked at
Okay,
the
now
slide.
we're doing page 2.
Put it back.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
We've only got 5 minutes of class left and then we're cleaning up. So we'll be okay. Thanks, so much.
There's one in the bottom left hand corner, but I'm looking at it,
Dear
wondering if
friends,
that's
here's
not.
our plan, they got done so far.
Yeah. This one's very fibrous.
Go.
I can see almost everything.
Got it.
2.
Oh, that one made me eat.
What?
Yes. No picture of that? You should get a picture of that.
Oh wait, how fast does it do that?
That's a really good question.
You think it's like fast?
That is a very good question.
Even one ready?
2,000 consecutive.
Don't answer.
Miss Schneider, didn't you say like 28 days
Wait,
or
I think
something?
Mr. Schneider has it?
Check like that underneath the plate.
Ty?
Number of cells.
I wanna like take a video and then put it on
Isn't it
Facebook.
5?
28 days is how often a woman produces an egg.
28 days, how often it takes the moon to go around the earth.
You go over
So
there.
yes, Illuminati life.
4 actually.
Have you ever had a cut on your
It's
arm
the Illuminati.
that lasted more than 28 days?
No, because I saw that thingy on the other.
And if it does, you've probably got a little bit of diabetes.
I'm guaranteed, but I scratch at mine because I get frustrated, so.
You're not letting them heal, you're
I got a
healed.
scar from a cut, like I scraped it, like that
A
wide.
little scratch from my dog.
Yeah, that.
Didn't hardly even
If
hurt.
we clean them.
I mean, it.
I have scars all over my knee from spikes.
I hit my hand. Jamin, come here.
I got a scar.
Sometimes it's, what goes in it, because all of these are from the dog. And then this one is from my wrist surgery. And that one, I had surgery on that one too, there's scars that long. Right there.
Wait, are those?
Mr. Schneider. I have scars all over this knee.
Right, right, you can see it, 'cause it's cracked right there.
I got scars all over this knee because somebody spiked me in track.
I remember that.
I do too.
No, I need it first.
Who was that? I was blaming the wrong
Mike got
person.
spiked too.
No, who was that? It was in 8th grade year.
You have about 3 minutes, you need to finish up what you're doing.
Okay, average length on itself of its 100 divided by 2 divided by 100.
So how the heck do we do this?
Power microscope.
2 divided by 100?
Yes.
2. Schneider, how do we do the size? 900 divided by 2. Alright.
Point.
Yeah.
2,000 divided by.
Awesome.
2,000 divided by.
You take over that pen?
Oh, you're so like.
Divided by 100.
Yeah, and you're just like, yeah. That's how it goes.
I'll find it.
Just 20.
Hey, bro.
Onion's fascinating.
Oh, this is better than that one.
We need to show our calculations. We can do that on our own.
You need a tall.
I would have
Say,
our You said I didn't even take it.
I'll do this. And we got.
Hey, Daniel, Alex. What?
This is my right hand.
How do you move the size?
Mrs. Schneider.
Hold on, 10 what?
What do you want from me?
You don't know?
Field
You
vision.
said I showed you
Yeah,
on that.
that's what I meant. Come look at it.
It's. You're all good. Cool. Where's Mr.
Hey, Mrs. Schneider. What do we do, Mr. Schneider?
That's a very good one.
Really good guy.
What do you say?
We're gonna.
You're there the whole time.
Riley.
We'll talk about that.
You're in the moment, woman. Be in the moment.
Don't worry about it. Thank you.
Just like you, 103 balls.
Yeah?
Don't worry about your grade. Just say your parents.
It's really hard to get.
It don't work like that, just boom, and then it's like an explosion. How'd you get it to work?
Money.
Fine.
Really? You gotta do them at different times.
But I don't like talking to her anymore. I see her every Sunday.
Alright, people, there are 10 minutes left in class, and you have 6 of those to get this mess cleaned up.
Good.
I'll clean these.
6. And you're on a timer, because with 4 minutes left of class, I need to talk to you and I need your full attention. Go fast, quickly now.
Folding half of just little sticks left, you stick on there and write her names.
Hey, do you want these?
Yeah.
Where do our glasses go?
Daniel.
Box behind Alex.
Tape? What
What's
kind of tape?
that thing about the measuring?
You just leave your glasses on until you're done cleaning up.
Oh, I
Hey, I need
Somebody might be flinging some stuff around here trying to clean up.
I'm gonna throw some dirt around here. Daniel, okay.
We need these. And are we buying new onions?
Yeah, we could do one. Are you doing something more with it?
If you don't want those, I
I
can.
would not the one who we're gonna come back to.
I'll eat that.
All the way around.
Where's the trash?
Where's the little swivel going?
Oh, you really-
Hey bud, over here.
All you gotta do is
There you go, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, buddy. There you go. Come on.
You can do
There
it.
you go. Come on. Almost there. Yeah, there you go.
Riley, how'd you get it so perfect? Yeah, there we go.
Erica, did you get that done?
Thanks, Hunter.
And go put it somewhere safe. There.
3 minutes.
Mr. Schneider, here's.
Center, that fake wooden
This?
storage cabinet.
This?
Here you go.
Remove your
There's one over there.
stuff from the lab table so that somebody can wash it.
One sec. She's saying what that thing.
Oh, it stinks in here now. I just smell it.
Good, you better be.
Hey, somebody's here, let's go back.
No.
Hi,
How you
Mr.
doing?
Bruner, how are you?
Mr. Schneider, can we keep our lab notebooks?
Oh,
Mr. Schneider, can we keep our lab notebooks?
no.
Later.
We'll talk
You
about
guys are
it.
just in time for cleanup. We are making cell slides out of onions,
You're gonna computer set up.
and we're staining them. Yeah, iodine. Nothing like a little iodine on your clothes. Yeah.
Did you bring the laws?
It works.
Damn it, I hit it.
I had in here saved my.
Yeah.
Have on your computer.
Sure. There we go.
There you go. That's perfect.
Yeah,
Under my.
That's
it
perfect.
is. Where's iodine on the period?
53.
53.
Sure.
I didn't feel it. I just felt like that cold.
It is pretty heavy.
That's a good question. I should put the bottle of iodine right next to a bottle of water, right next to a bottle of mercury. But, shit. I knew that.
Where's the garbage?
That's what I was wondering.
Right there.
Yeah.
Hey, Riley, mister, I've got long arms like a monkey. Get over here.
That's my dad said the other day.
Yes, I know, but he's the one who had to, say something about her missing a spot, so.
Yeah, I was talking about the,
I mean, I know, I'm just looking.
I got longer monkeys.
That's what I thought.
That's not good.
Just like eggs.
But I don't like frying. I'm tired.
My dad said the
I
same
like
thing.
frying.
Ew, Daniel.
How bad was it?
There you
I
go.
wasn't sure. I heard you guys lost.
You have 2 minutes to finish your cleanup.
Get you down again. Let's
And get your carcass back in your seat.
You are never allowed to buy these.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Yes,
Yeah.
you did, and they won't roll out right.
They're Lysol brand wipes. That's because you can't roll them from the outside. You have to roll them from the inside. And I couldn't get the inside because
I
I cut my
modified.
fingernails.
There you go. There you
I
go.
had somebody with fingernails with the
I'm
center
on.
part pulled out.
Really?
He has less fingernails than any of
With the
us
center
here.
part pulled out. Yeah, just take the lid off. There you go. It just pulls.
Riley asked a major question I put up on the board, and you guys are all required, you must come into class next time with an answer to that. How fast does it take for IMMAT to occur?
I read that the other day.
What's in it?
Oh my gosh, Daniel.
Cell division.
I think
Schneider, it depends on the plant. Because a tree cell division will happen slower than onions. And a carrot is different.
It's about remembering.
Oh my god.
fast. So I got one thing done.
Yeah,
And you helped there.
yeah.
That'll do it. That'll do it. Then my hypothesis was
I
if
got that by
I'm
the
either
way.
gonna fail this
I feel on the net and I'm
or
interested.
2 people and end up dead.
Take two and one on one end. Like take one. No, take two on the other end. Do it at the same time.
Drop them at the same time.
Sit, sit, sit. Sit.
And Harky, no rules.
Wait, I like to see this guy.
Hey Bailey.
At noon to 1:30.
I need to clean up my stuff back here.
Alright. Same number.
What are you?
Same bad time.
Look at him.
Same Zoom number.
Isabel, sit.
I'm sorry.
We'll see you later. Thanks for stopping in. Alright, sophomores,
No, we're
in the last 3.5 or 4 minutes of class, I need to answer all of your questions.
No, you're not.
You will be doing this again on Tuesday.
Okay.
You can start over and redo anything that didn't work. You can document the heck out of what you did already and use that. You should
Document.
do that. But anything that didn't work, and you know it didn't work, and now you know how to do it right because you talked to somebody else, hopefully, you can do it. Starting over should go really fast, right?
Because we know what we're doing now.
Because you now know what you're doing. So, well, ish.
So wish you wouldn't have told her.
She
I
would
think
walk-
she would have walked right out of here with it all on.
I really would have.
It's been done before. Questions on field of view? Look that up.
How do we get the measurements that we need?
Look it up.
What kind of microscopes
Wait,
are
you
that
have
and
laptops
everything?
today? Who said
Don't,
that?
I am taking them home
Was that
to
you?
Come back, come back.
These are compound microscopes,
Compound, and it's the same for all of them,
pretty much.
or? Okay.
They're pretty standard. You need to know the numbers that some of you saw that are listed on the microscope itself. Mason. I saw Mason wrote down a number that he got from the microscope. Do you remember? You need to know those. If you need to come back and bring your phone and take a picture of the dumb thing and then put it back so that you can look it up on Monday, so that you have it before Tuesday, great. The measurement things. You had micrometers
Micrometers and micrometers.
and millimeters. That's all metric system stuff, you're supposed to know that. I ran you through metric system junk for like 3 weeks last year, or more.
Sucked.
Yeah, but we don't remember.
Daniel,
Well,
that's
Then
why
you're
you
gonna
should
go
not
put
memorize
that-
things.
stuff in your brain because you have to do it now. If you can do a little research and remember, good for you. If you have to look it all up, fine. So the things that don't need onions and iodine and stuff, you should have done when you get back here on Tuesday. So that when Tuesday's class is over, you got it all finished.
3:35, I'm taking your lab notebooks
Today.
today.
Why today?
Okay.
Because I have to do your cell cities.
Oh, I have not done
So
that.
we should bring them to
Oh, you
last
didn't
hour.
know that?
You can put them where they belong.
And she can grab them. If you need them between now and then, you should be there before you walk into English
Right.
class at the end of the day.
Okay?
I can't do
Did I leave out any questions? Did I get to everything?
No, I have one thing. A lot of you took some really great pictures of some really great slides. For first time out doing wet mounts, I was really impressed with the slides. Usually we get these really big blobs of nothing but air bubbles or these really great iodine smears that show nothing.
Well, I'm not
So,
a photographer.
you did
so
really
maybe
good with
I'm
that.
not.
Here's the problem with that. We should put those all together. So we're going to talk about that at noon about where to warehouse those. But I think you guys should have access to everybody's pictures so that you can look at things in the very different way that they occurred, okay? So last hour, who's gonna remind me to tell you where you're gonna put your pictures? Paige, thank
Whoever
you.
remembers.
Wait, I have something to say.
And you guys did a really good job.
On our
Thank you.
computers.
Yes, you can.
I have a
Yes,
question.
you can.
It says it's
Yes, you
not
can.
working.
No, it works.
No. I have a question.
It does. I'll show you. Yes.
Why?
print off and put it in your notebooks, we do that today, too?
Yeah, before 3:35. Yes.
Why on some slides could you see the nucleus and why some you just could see the outlines itself?
Because they're on
Good
different
question.
layers. Because it's on different levels, because if you look at it, that's not just one level, one single cell, it's a lot of them.
Think about stacking up 3 worksheets and then putting them on a light source and looking up through. You can see the lines. You can't read all the words, but you can see the big outlines, the boxes, the tables, that kind of thing.
Some of us
Same
didn't do
deal.
it properly, so we couldn't
Some
see
of you
it
did really, really well, though, getting a very thin, Isabel's was to be envied. She got something that was so thin, I would have thought that it would have torn before she ever put it anywhere. So, some of you did really well with that.
It's hard to do it.
It is, it's hard to do it first time out.
Have we had, in our 5 years of doing this together, have we had a group that asked fewer silly questions?
No, you guys did really well on this today.
I didn't have anybody show me what bubbles look like and say, look at my awesome cell. Not a single one of you did that. That's awesome.
Look at my beautiful, beautiful cell. It's a bubble.